Recent media blasts on the idea of No Mow May have been prevalent on various sources. I want to talk a little bit about No Mow May, what its roots are, where it came from, and why, while some of it may be valid, some of it is really going to be catastrophic to a healthy lawn. No Mow May is something that's been done in Europe for years. In Europe, they often say, hey, the month of May, when a lot of our species, because the lawns in Europe tend to be a little weedier than the ideal lawn in America, and they have some plants that can be used by pollinators. So certainly by limiting the number of mowings in May, the Europeans then turn around and can help with pollinator health, especially in the spring of the year. That got moved to the United States, and with some adjustments, it's actually a pretty good idea. But it's not No Mow May. We know that we can, if we raise our mowing height, per the recommendation we've made on this show for literally decades, if we raise our mowing height, the frequency for mowing is decreased. So if you mow at 2 inches, you're mowing every week during peak growing season. You mow at 2.5 inches, maybe every 7 to 8 days. But if you mow at 3.5 to 4 inches, which is usually the maximum height on your mower, do you know that you could probably mow every 10 to 18 days? And when you delay mowings between 10 and 18 days and have species that can help the pollinators in it, and they flower below that mowing height, they're going to add to that beneficial environment. If you're one of these people that doesn't need the picture-perfect lawn, what you can do is consider allowing clover to be introduced into the lawn, or to actually not control those weeds, and let that lawn grow up. And if that lawn grows up, that clover should flower, and when it flowers, that's a great source for pollinators. Now, maybe some people don't like those weeds and they would prefer to plant ornamentals that attract pollinators elsewhere in the landscape, which is certainly another option. But don't be led to believe that No Mow May means not mowing at all. You're still going to need to mow, because not mowing a lawn can be catastrophic in the long run, especially when we get into the summer months, when water is limited and heat is accelerated. And if we scalp the lawn, so we don't mow for the entire month of May, and then we scalp it down to our desired mowing height, then hopefully you're at 3.5 inches to 4 inches, you still are going to shock that lawn. You know, you're going to take away all that photosynthetic machinery in the leaves, and the plant is going to respond by turning brown and looking really ragged for a while. And it's entirely possible that that lawn is going to go into the summer in bad shape, and then be invaded by undesirable weeds, invasive species. Diseases are going to be more prevalent. So certainly the idea of No Mow May has some merit. Mow higher and less frequently, but don't go an entire month without mowing your lawn.